Hey, how's it going, good peoples? Had somebody ask me about how did I get my controls to work in Launchbox. I'm gonna tell you how I did it, how I set it up. So, all right, let me get started. Sorry, I'm gonna leave this unedited. If I file up, I file up. Sorry, people, but I'm gonna step in front of the camera. Sorry, I'm got a tank top. I just been got a white tank top beater on, and I'm gonna get in here and show you what I did. All right. So, all right. So I'm no professional cameraman or equipment, anything like that. Using my phone. As you see, um, this is my Nova Blast U4. Right now I'm under the administrator because by default I got it set up so when this starts up, it automatically goes into my arcade user profile, which turns off the Windows interface Explorer and goes directly in the launch box. All right. I have to be honest, it's kind of wonky. I think mainly because of how I got this screen and this screen set up. Because sometimes I have to exit out and log back in for it to fill up this screen instead of sometimes it pop up here, sometimes it pop up here. It'll fix itself after a few seconds, but unlike when this computer was in my old arcade machine, because the same computer I took out my old arcade machine, put it in here, and it popped up with no problem with the monitors. But when I put it in this monitor and this monitor, for some reason, it acts a little wonky. But log out, log back in, it works fine. All right. So one of the things I did was when I initially got this, I saw on somebody on Reddit message boards, Reddit, that certain controls you can change it to go into PlayStation mode, Xbox mode, Switch mode, um, generic GCPO, what is it, GP2040 mode. So one of the things I did was when I originally set this up, I set these up as Xbox. But when I did that, sometimes it will flip the controls around saying that like player two is over here, player one's over here, so it messed up some of my buttons. So what that I end up doing was I set this up for this one to be Xbox, so that way all the game I know definitely all the games work, and because I got a couple of games that aren't through Steam on here, they're through Epic and through Ubisoft that look for Xbox controls, and I got this one set up for PlayStation, which actually works fine under the because I only got two games on here that don't go through Steam, and that's Scott Pilgrim and Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge or whatever. So, and they see this as a PlayStation controller and see this as an Xbox. And in Launchbox, what I did was I made my Xbox controller the main controller, and the PlayStation doesn't control menus. The reason why I did that is because, like I said, they keep flopping on me that it make this the one player side and this the two player side. So some of the other buttons to exit and start wouldn't work. And the same thing, it kept messing up the buttons on. No, in Launchbox, it kept wanting to allow both sides. So the way I did it was only allow one side to control Launchbox, because more likely anybody come over here to play, myself or anybody else, we're playing on this side. So I'll show you what I did. One of the things you got to do, what I remember is you got to hold down Start and your button that's number 4. Or was it 5 or 6? Hold on, don't give me the line. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, let me make sure I did it right. I forgot to put the sound on. All right, let me go to configurator. I put it as a page on my screen. Let me see if it works correctly. I don't think I did it right. Hold on. I forgot which button it was. It's supposed to be whatever is your 3 and 4 buttons. So yeah, your 3 and 4 buttons. Hold and Start your 3 and 4 buttons. Hit a chime. Okay. So then you go to 192. On my control is 192.168.7.1, and that gets you to the configurator. So what I did was under configuration, go to I'm sorry. on the settings, and then what I did was, like I said, I changed this one to X input, but I'll show you the other settings too. You got X input, Nintendo Switch, PS3 keyboard, PS4, PS5, and then generic. But these you have to have some kind of modules for, and this if you got mini consoles. All right, because I went and rewired my buttons, I got it set up as this is 0, or it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, depending on, you know, what you're using. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, like I said, right now I'm in the page for this controller. So what I did was I changed this to X input. I changed the X input and went under the configuration, you know, make sure all my stuff was configured how I want it. Did this just do what I think it just did to me? Holy cow. Yes, it did. Because if I go, let's see, let me type in control. I think it just did what I think it did. Yes, it did. Great day. Okay, so let me reboot this. Back to controller. Now, close this out. Start this. All right, and then let me do this one. Let me hold down start 3 and 4. She had to disconnect and reconnect. All right, and okay. Okay, so now this is showing up as configuration. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't mind me. I'm being stupid. Because I turned this one off. That's what happened. I turned this one off to go in the configurator, so controller didn't see it. So now that I'm in the proper one, all right. So now I'm on the correct side now. So I'm in this one. I'm in this one's configurator. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it right here, but that says PS4. All the button maps are right here for PlayStation, and because this is in configurator mode, my game controller Windows doesn't see it. It sees this one as the 360. So if I hit advanced, if I hit properties, as you can see, if you look right here, you can see the dots. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this 8 and 9. But as you can see, all the controls are working. All right. Let me get out of that, close, and if I hit reboot the controller, I can minimize this. Let me go back under the controller. Now you can see, I'm sorry you can't see it, but right here, this one's up as the Xbox controller. This one's up as the GP 2040 CE PS4. So if I go here, hit properties, as you can see, that's going around, hit the buttons. One, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the buttons are lighting up. 5, 6, 7, 8 are analog. This is 9. This is 10. This should be, oh no, I got this. Don't tell me the cables again. All right, but as you can see, that's set up. So that's what I did. I changed these over so that way this is Xbox, this is PlayStation. Now I'm gonna go open up Launch Box. Actually, no, I'm gonna go and launch Big Box. Come on. There we go. Right now I'm under the administrator. I call it my operator, so I can go and do whatever I need to do setup wise. But then I can go back. I can go back into my arcade. So now as you can see on player one side, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the player one side, I got it set up. So I got my set long press escape. Didn't mean to do that. Start up the game. Yeah. I got LED blinking.
Insert coin.
So hear that. So let me hit home. Escape. I got my I use MAME through Retro Arch only because not that it's the best playing one, but for the simple fact that universal controls, so that way I can use these controls because let's see this back to what I'm getting at. Sorry, getting off course. All right, so let me go and unlock my system. I don't care. All right, got it unboxed. I'm in launchbox. So let me go to my options. Now I'm on options. Go to controller mapping. No, I'm sorry, not controller mapping. Go to controller. Let me see that or not. But right now I'm on controller. Oh crap. Sorry, people. Alright, I'm on the controller. So let me hit A. Enable game controllers. I don't hit that one unless you want both controllers to be able to maneuver the menu. So I just changed mine to Xbox One, but if I wanted to, I could change it over to PlayStation 4. And then if you got like problematic racing wheels and stuff, but that's something you can ask the guys from Lunchbox. I don't know. I'm basically using this. But pretty much that's what I did. Make sure you hit enable game controllers and then pick which controller side. Like I said, I set my control panel up to PlayStation. Xbox on player 1, PlayStation on player 2. So that way Launchbox doesn't get confused and knows one is a PlayStation, one is an Xbox controller, and I set mine up for the player 1 controller, which is Xbox. Or however you want to do it. And let me go ahead and back out, and exit Launchbox. And let me zoom out a little bit. And just to show you once again, to get into your settings for each controller, hold start, and then whatever buttons you got wired as 3 and 4. Like I said, mine are X and Y on either controller are 3 and 4. Once again, A, B, X, Y. A is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, hold the start. Have your volume up so you can hear that chime if you need to. Hold the start. Holding 3 and 4. All right, turn it off, back on. And then the configurator page, once again, if you open it up, I left a link on mine. But the configurator page is 192.168.7.1. And once again, you can go here and make any changes you need to. Like mine is Xbox mode. Just remember, anytime you make any changes, hit save. This right here shows you how you want your controller set up. So if I hit X input and then go to configuration, map settings, and everything's lined up as Xbox. If I go here and change it to PS4, it'll show what it looks like on the PS4, PS5, whatever. That's what this is. And if you do arcade, it tell you, okay, like for example, these are the kick buttons, these are your punch buttons, your default punch buttons based off of Capcom games. But that just shows you the map. If I do the generic GP 2040, once again generic, that just shows you the mappings. In this case, I'm gonna leave mine Xbox. And then once you make your configurations and set everything, hit save. Also, one thing you can do is you can do a pin viewer. If you hit pin viewer, it'll ask you push a button. If you push a button, it'll tell you what pin that is. And you see this one says 11, so I'll go down here to 11. It says that's my B button. So like say like my case, I got mine labeled, but suppose you got a label but you wired it wrong, and you say, oh, this is supposed to be my B button. You push the button, and it says it's pin 12, and pin 12 says, I don't know, say pin 18, and you find out, oh, that's left shoulder instead of being B. I need to tighten these back up, but that's it. As well as you can do the map with the button too. Like if you hit this, and then you just go through and start capturing what buttons you want to go through, like how the emulators do, up, down, left, right, and you push the buttons to each example. But that's it. And then once you save your stuff, you can also make a backup copy of profiles. That's under backup and restore. So here you can hit a save and then back up your configuration, as well as if you get a replacement or something happen, you can load it back up. And then once you're done, right here at reboot in the corner, they'll ask you to reboot the USB, web configuration, or controller. USB is if you're doing any kind of hardware updates, firmware updates on it. Web controller, if you reboot, it'll put you back on this menu. And if you hit controller, it'll put it back in controller mode. As you hear, it unplugged and plugged itself back in. So if I were to go and hit refresh, it won't see the page anymore. So that's how you know if you've done it right. Give it a second. Sorry, people. Long day at work. Oh, open it back up. I'm gonna open it back up. It's not showing anything because it can't communicate with the controller boards. But that's it, good people. I'll show you how I got mine set up real quick. Let me exit out. My computer's set up so it automatically go into the main username instead of the admin. So let's just pretend we just rebooted. So it's gonna automatically go into arcade. And if any of y'all need help or setting it up so that way this is being used as your front end instead of booting this instead of Explorer, let me know. And as you see, got it up and running. Let's see, let's go Scott Pilgrim. And once again, I'm happy with my choice, what I did. I'm glad I did some research, watched videos, look up some stuff on Reddit with people that got this. Me personally, I'm happy with it. Just been a busy last couple of weeks or so with getting my daughter and helping out with my family, in school and stuff. So I'm sorry, people. School stuff. So I haven't really had a chance to play, but I just downloaded Mortal Kombat 1 and wanted to play that for a little bit, and then just got busy. But I'm back at playing this again. I just got off not too long ago. Before I got on YouTube, was watching some videos, and then I saw somebody put up a notification asking how I got my setup. But that's it, good people. Hope y'all enjoy. I'm happy with my purchase. I can't complain. Once again, hopefully they've gotten better with their quality control. So, anybody else now getting it will have a pristine machine, especially how much you pay for these things. So, all right, people. Peace out.